So welcome students. So in this question you're given that you have a parabola y minus 2 whole square is equal to 16 times x minus 1. The focal chord of this parabola touches the circle x square plus y square minus 14x minus 4y plus 51 is equal to 0. If that is so, you're asked to find the slope of the focal chord. So now how do we do this? What are the formulas that I need to use here? So let me first draw the diagram. So this is a horizontal parabola with the vertex at 1, 2, right? The vertex has been transformed to 1, 2. So you have a parabola like this. And you have a circle. The circle center is 7, 2, right? The circle center lies on the axis of this parabola. This is 1, 2. This is 7, 2. And what is the radius of this circle? The radius of the circle is root of 49 plus 4 minus 51. That is root of 53 minus 51 is root 2 units. This is a very small circle. You have a small circle like this around the center 7, 2. Now, the A value of this parabola is 4. So, the focus will be at 5, 2, right? Now, if I draw a focal chord which touches this circle, what is the slope of this line? That's the question. What is the slope of this line? So, how do we do this? So, one of the nice way to do this is by transformation of axis. It is transformation of axis. So now what I do is, instead of solving this with respect to this coordinate system, I'll transfer this coordinate system to this point. If I transfer the coordinate system to this point, will the slope change? No. The slope does not change by transformation of the axis. If I rotate the axis, the slope might change. I'm not rotating the axis, I'm just transferring the axis such that the origin goes to this point. So now let us consider our new origin as this. Let us consider these as our new coordinate axis. Now if you observe with respect to these coordinate axes, what does the equation of parabola become? The parabola's vertex has gone to the origin. The size of the parabola does not change. So the lattice rectum does not change. It is still now a horizontal parabola. So the parabola equation becomes y square is equal to 16x, right? Next, what does the equation of circle become? The radius of the circle does not change, but the coordinates of the center change. So if I transform the center to 1, 2, so what does the coordinates of the center become? So I have gone 1 unit forward in x direction. So this is 7 units forward from this point. So what is the coordinates of this point? So new x, new y. The new x and y is nothing but old x minus h and old y minus k, right? That is equal to 7 minus 1 is 6 and 2 minus 2 is 0. So now the center has become 6, 0. So the circle is x minus 6 whole square plus y square is equal to, the radius doesn't change, it's equal to 2, right? Now, so let us consider a focal chord. So let us consider a P whose parameter is T. Now let us consider a focal chord through this point. So what is the equation of focal chord? So equation of a general chord joining T1 and T2 is y times T1 plus T2 is equal to 2 times x plus a T1 T2. This is the equation of a general chord passing through the point T1 and T2. Now because this is a focal chord, if the first point is T1, the second point has to be minus 1 by T, because for a focal chord, the product of the parameters has to be equal to minus 1. So this number will be equal to minus 1 and this will be T minus 1 by T. So y times T minus 1 by T is equal to 2 times x minus a. So this is the equation of focal chord. Now If this focal chord has to touch this circle, the distance of this chord from the center of the circle has to be equal to the radius of the circle, right? So what is the center of the circle? So for this parabola, A is equal to 4. So let me substitute this 4. So this is a general equation of the focal chord. That is 2x minus y times t minus 1 by t minus 8 is equal to 0. Now the distance of this line from the point 6, 0 has to be equal to the radius root 2. That's the condition. And from that condition we can get the value of t. Okay. So now if I apply this condition, the distance from 6, 0 is, if I just need to substitute this 6, 0 on this line. So 12 minus 8. So distance is equal to, if I put 12 minus 8, that is 4 by root of 4 plus t minus 1 by t whole square. 4 plus t minus 1 by t whole square should be equal to root 2, right? Mod of this has to be equal to root 2. This implies 4 plus t minus 1 by t whole square is equal to, if I square it on both sides, 16 by 2 is equal to 8. This implies t minus 1 by t whole square is equal to 4. This implies t minus 1 by t is equal to plus or minus 2. That means t minus 1 by t has to be equal to plus or minus 2. So now I don't need to solve this because you're not asked to find the values of t. You're asked to find the slope of this line. So what is the slope of this line? So if you join t1 and t2, the slope of the chord is given by 2 by t1 plus t2. Now one point is t, the other point has a parameter minus 1 by t. So what is the slope correspond to this line? 2 by t minus 1 by t. That's the slope of the line. So slope is 2 by t minus 1 by t. So already t minus 1 by t is plus or minus 2. So if I substitute this, the slope is 2 by plus or minus 2, that is equal to plus or minus 1. So that will be the required slope of the focal chord. So you have actually two focal chords. Symmetrically, you have a focal chord with slope minus 1, you have a focal chord with slope plus 1. That's the answer. Thank you.